On the dividend news, we do have something that's not part of the dividends, but I figured you guys might find interesting. Broadcom did actually announce a 10-for-1 stock split. They will actually be doing this after July 12th, which the stock split will actually begin trading at the new share price at July 15th. But on raises, guys, we do have FedEx, which they did hike a 9.5% dividend hike. We also have Target, which hiked its dividend by 1.8%. This is 53 years of consecutive dividend increases. And the third to last one we have, guys, is Realty Income announced another small dividend hike to a 0.2630 per share. I believe that's like the third hike they've done this year. And then the second to last one we have is Caterpillar, which hiked its dividend by 8.5%. 31 years of consecutive dividend increases. And then the last one we do have, guys, is WP Carry, which hiked its dividend by 0.6% to 87 cents quarterly. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 243 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in, and in general, how much we grew the dividend snowball. But in this video, guys, we will also be going over SCHD. They are expected to go ex-dividend date, so we'll be looking at that and see when they potentially, or what date they might be going ex-dividend date, and maybe how much they might be paying out. So definitely stick around. But you guys already know, every single Sunday we come back, we kick off these scripts. By the end of the video, we should hopefully see this actually projection much higher, because every week we dollar cost average, we come back. And as well, guys, hopefully I will have some time this afternoon or this tonight to actually respond to some of my comments from previous videos. I have been swamped with work, guys, been super busy, so I really do apologize for not being able to interact with you guys. But leave a comment. I'll definitely be able to respond hopefully by tonight, and I'll be trying to catch up on comments. But anyways, we'll see this much higher by the end of the video, guys. And as you'll see, annual dividends right now, we are at $2,810.30 passive income, guys. While I'm really busy doing other stuff, my portfolio is going to work for me. I have been converting all this active income into passive income. These $2,810, I had to do absolutely nothing. My portfolio went out and worked for me. As well, if we do look at the quarterly breakdown, I do actually have a lot higher income now, because I have not added the amount of money we made for the month of May. So this is actually much higher. We're right now at $548.34 that we made for April. And then if I do actually show you guys here the options premium, this is something on top of our dividends that we are collecting, a little bit of crumbs, to take a little bit of risk, which is not really risk, because you're just going to accumulate more shares. You just need collateral. But we haven't actually made anything for June so far as well, because I've been super busy. But in general, for the year so far, we are at 3.51% return on my money. So this is just extra crumbs on top of the dividends, on top of the gains. This is just like a cherry on top, guys. A 3.51% return for the year. Even if I didn't make anything for the rest of the couple months for this year, I would be happy with this return, because this is on top of a 3 to 4% dividend yield, on top of capital appreciation. If we get 10% capital appreciation, depending on what happens, guys, this is just on top. Of course, I do get taxed at regular income, but that is okay, because I will pay that, because the difference I get to keep. But if we do look at the dividend payout, guys, we actually have a couple companies coming out and paying soon. I do have all these scripts available for free, guys, but you'll see that we have Google, Waste Management, Meta. They're actually going to be paying out for the month of June. We actually have a lot of companies paying out in June, so it'll be a juicy payment. Of course, I have a lot of companies that are very low dividend yielding, but in the long term, they will be very awesome payers, because they'll probably have double-digit 5-year CAGR, especially for Google, Meta. I believe that they will be growing, and it'll pay off, and my future self will thank me as well if I do show you on the options. So as you guys see, so far for the year of 2024, we've collected $4,305.61. That's on top of the dividends, like not including dividends, not including gains, just in general from options. I've been selling cash secure puts, covered calls. I mainly have been sticking to cash secure puts, because that Nvidia burn has still haunted me. But anyways, if we do look at the goals here that we do have, we actually have some goals that we try to stay focused, guys. We come back and look at them every single Sunday, make sure we're aiming for the right things. The first one is not really related to my you know, my investing is more towards my channel, and that is to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel or a returning viewer that hasn't subscribed, consider subscribing with that bell notification as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up on the video. It definitely helps a lot. I definitely appreciate the support, and it costs you nothing. And if we look at goal number 2, guys, that is to reach about $425 per month not collecting dividends, and I think we're gonna get to that, guys. We're slowly chipping away at it. We're way above $370-ish, so by the end of the video we should see it higher. So then the following Sunday, and so on and so on, and dividends will reinvest, options premiums will get invested, and you know, we'll hopefully achieve it. We'll see what happens. It's definitely exciting to come back every single Sunday on that. And then if we do look at goal number 3, that is to reach $126,000 invested of my own money. Right now we're at $122,651, so we still have a little bits of way to go, but we will eventually get to that. And then goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio at a minimum. Continue doing that, guys. It's been paying off fairly well so far, and I'm happy with it. Goal number 5 is to drip an additional $25. A company is going ex-dividend date, so actually we had a couple companies this past week that were about to go ex-dividend date, so I bought $25 worth of each of them. That way I meet the ex-dividend date, I collect a little bit more crumbs. It also forces me to contribute more money to the portfolio. Again, I have a couple other subscribers that do $100, $10, $5, whatever it's in your budget. Last year I was actually doing $100, but this one I am a little bit more tight on money, so that's why I made sure I put one that I could continue to achieve this goal every week, or I guess, you know, throughout the year, that I could keep it and it's sustainable. Goal number 6, guys, is to actually make $100 per month selling options. We've already surpassed this, as long as we don't go in a negative, but we'll hopefully start collecting some more premium. I actually need to get to it and start selling some cash cure puts. And then we do have another goal, guys, which is to reach 1,000 shares of SCHD. We are slowly chipping away at it, guys. We're gonna get to 1,000 shares, and we're actually gonna be seeing how much, or I guess when they're going next dividend date, because when they do pay out, guys, those shares, I think my SCHD position right now is buying back about 7, or I guess it's stripping enough to buy about 7 shares every quarter now. So as every quarter that goes by, we're slowly accumulating more and more. And of course I'm buying more as well, so it definitely helps out, and that snowball is going to get larger and larger. So if we do look here, guys, we can go ahead and get started with the performance. As you'll see here, guys, the portfolio is at $256,428.16, way above the you know, $250,000, guys. We're up about $6,000, so I'm happy. I cannot complain with that. Of course, this is just capital appreciation. Next week it could actually drop by 20%, 50%. It does not know, but those dividends will continue to pour in as long as the companies don't cut their dividend. But typically I'm invested in really good, solid companies that I am able to sleep really well at night with that. On the day change, we are at $156.08, which is about 0.06% in the red. In the month, 1 month change is $7,379.92, which is about 2.96%. And then, guys, if I do show you guys here the positions, you'll see that total gains $36,407.65, which is about 16.61%. Cash available, we are actually at 777. I think that's the winning number, right? But with 27 cents, so we have a little bit of cash, you know, we can buy if we have a nice pullback. And then I'm also dollar cost averaging every week. As you'll see, we have some pretty good positions built up. We're slowly actually accumulating more shares of some of these great companies as well. You'll see Nvidia's stock price did, I guess the stock itself did do a stock split, so we have about almost 13 shares now. They're trading about $131. And then I think my share price is $55.96. I used to have over 100 shares of this, which kind of sucked with I was doing covered calls, so definitely be careful with covered calls on that. SCHD, guys, we do have 830 shares, which is really nice. We will get paid some juicy dividends. They'll be going next dividend date very soon. And then we have SNSXX, which is about we have about $18,000, earning close to about a 5% return on this. Little to no risk on that, so We will see what happens with these, and they do pay out monthly, so it's really awesome. If I show you guys here the performance, you'll see that we're up in gains by $51,957.40. Very awesome. Wish I could have accumulated more over here, and didn't have the money at that time, but you'll see that we are up on the return about 25.75%. On the investment income, guys, we're projected to make about $4,473.95 on the next 12 months, which averages out to be about $372.83 on a monthly basis. July is going to be really easy, not too much, $77.67. What is projected. August, $182.22, and then usually the third month of the quarter is the biggest one, $858.60. So we'll see what happens. A lot of this is mainly from SCHD that's paying out. If I do show you guys here the history, you'll see that we have it start from the 10th of June all the way till the 16th. If we go to the very bottom, you'll see that Nvidia did the stock split, which showed up about 11 shares is what we got at $120. You'll see on the 10th, I went ahead and bought $25 worth of Meta, $25 worth of Nvidia. They were going to go ex-dividend this week, so remember I do have that goal. And then you'll see that on the 10th, I ended up buying SCHD, bought 2 shares at about $77.85. Spent about $155.70, and then on the 10th, 11th, I deposited $150. $50 went towards these companies that are going to go ex-dividend because of my goal, and then $100 to deposit at a minimum every single week. And then you'll see, guys, on the 13th, Microsoft paid out a dividend of $84.99. Such a huge dividend payment right there for me, and you'll see that on the 10th, 13th, we did, I guess we had a little bit more shares that did split. And then you'll see that on the 13th, Microsoft dividend dripped. It actually dripped almost $85, buying about 0.19 shares. Very, very awesome. About $441 a share on Microsoft. So this is what's really awesome with the drip. And then on the 14th, guys, we did buy some more SCHD, bought 2 more shares at about $76.69, spending about $153.40. And just trying to get accumulated those shares until we get to 1,000 shares, because we have that other goal. You'll see that a lot of these positions or trades that I do are geared towards the the goals that I do have, because that's what keeps me focused. And at the end of the year, when we have December or January, we're gonna go look back and see the performance of the portfolio much greater. Hopefully, we don't know what the market might do, but in general, I will have more shares of these great companies, no matter what the share price is at the moment or that time. But if we do look, guys, I do have this calculate dividends button. It adds up all the dividends in my, I guess, on the page. So let's go ahead and click on it. And guys, we made $84.99, the Microsoft dividend. Absolutely, completely passive. Had to do nothing for that. Very, very awesome. But let's go ahead and jump over, guys, to Seeking Alpha so we can see roughly when SCHD will be going ex-dividend. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys, so we're here at Seeking Alpha. We have SCHD, Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, currently trading about $76.79. I am in the dividend scorecard. You'll see that they do have a dividend yield of 3.48%. Pretty good there. And you'll pay out $2.67. And 5-year CAGR, guys, these are the ones that I love. Double-digit 5-year CAGRs, 11.80%. Hopefully they can keep this up. Dividend growth, 12 years. They do pay out quarterly. Last quarter, they paid out 61 cents. This does fluctuate depending on the quarter, but over time, or when you accumulate all 4 quarters for the year, it is a growth in general. As you'll see here, you'll see the dividend payouts. If we look, for example, on 2023 Q1, they were paying 59 cents, and then the second one they did 66 cents, and then the third 65, and then 74 on the fourth. But in general, they'll typically just fluctuate the prices on the dividend payments. If you look at 2022, for example, 51 cents, and then the second quarter 70 cents, and then third quarter 63 cents. So it's a little bit lower on the third quarter and the first quarter, but in general, you'll see that they typically do raise them over time. So you'll see that for 2022, the third quarter, they're paying 63 cents, but on 2023, they raised it to 65 cents instead of 63. But if we look at 2022 Q1, they were paying 51 cents. They raised it to 59 cents. And then you'll see that, for example, as well, Q1 of 2023 59 cents, and then Q1 of 2024 61 cents. So you'll see that this is growing, even though they do fluctuate on the quarterly payments. If we do look, guys, just though, for example, on itself, you'll see that Ex-Dividend category here, last year they did went Ex-Dividend on the 21st of June, and then they paid out on the 26th of June of 2023. And then you'll see on 2022 they did actually go Ex-Dividend on the 22nd of June, and then they paid out on the 27th of June. So probably this week will be the last time you can go you can accumulate shares before they get Ex-Dividend. So for example, if they do go Ex-Dividend on the 22nd or the 21st, you have to buy it a day before the Ex-Dividend so you can get it for this coming quarter, for that dividend, and then they will pay out that next week or so. So it'll definitely, if you want to accumulate shares or you want to meet this quarter's Ex-Dividend, you want to probably buy this coming week, accumulate a couple shares, you'll get that Ex-Dividend, and it'll drip again, and hopefully the following quarter you'll get more and more. But guys, let's go ahead and actually jump over to the Google Sheet so we can wrap up this video. Let me know in the comment section if you do own any SCHD, and how much do you own, how much are you projected to actually make for this quarter, and in general, if you're planning to actually buy some more shares before it does go Ex-Dividend date. All right, guys, so we're here at the dashboard. I have a copy of this over here so we can kind of see what we've made in difference on how much we grew the dividend snowball. But in general, just quickly wanted to go options premium, guys. We've made nothing for the past 2 months, but that's okay. I've been super busy. This one does require a little bit more effort, not too much, but I've been too busy for that. Return so far though is a 3.51%. Super happy with that, cannot complain. Just a cherry on top. We have not collected any money in the past couple weeks, but in general we are up by $4,305. And then if I do show you guys the payouts here, we can kind of see if any new companies announce dividends. So we do have 42 portfolio tools, get latest dividends. This is a script I do have, guys, completely available for free. All I ask in return is that you're subscribed with the notification, you drop a big thumbs up on my videos. But it goes out and looks at my portfolio positions, see if any companies announce dividends, and we'll see if any of them, which it looks like there is actually one, guys. So I believe it's probably Nvidia. We have a couple companies, I guess Microsoft as well, so it might have been Microsoft. So you'll see that the percentage increase, it might not be right, guys. 150%. I don't think that's right, just because of the stock split. So I think Seeking Alpha probably has the API information incorrect, but you'll see we have all these companies that go Ex-Dividend date. They're sorted by that, so I get to know which companies to buy before the Ex-Dividend date, and then I get to know when they'll be paying out. So pretty awesome. And if we do look at over here to the settings, guys, we can go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go ahead and jump up over to Empower so that we can grab the latest version of our portfolio that contains all the purchases from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys, so we're at the Schwab account, or I guess Empower on my Schwab account. Click on this green button. It's called Copy Holdings. It copies the content of my portfolio over to the clipboard. We can just right click, paste special values only. And now we have the latest copy of my positions or my portfolio that we can actually use. If we go here to holdings, this is an old snapshot from last week. It contains everything. If we go to portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped, and it'll actually parse out the new stuff we just pasted. So let's go ahead and click on it and give it a second or two. There it goes, guys. And now we are ready to go. All right, so as we will look, guys, it looks like it's done. On the dividend yield, it did actually go down to 1.66% compared to 1.69%. On the yield on cost, we stayed the same at 1.94%. But on the yearly, guys, we are making $10 more. It looks like $4,257.76. On the monthly, we did go up, guys. We're now making $354.81 compared to $353.94. And then on the weekly, we are now making $81.88. and then on the day $11.67, went up by about 3 pennies. So every day now we're making 3 pennies more. On the hourly, guys, we actually went up, so now we are making 49 cents every single hour that goes by, compared to last week of 48 cents. And then guys, on the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $2.05, compared to $2.04 of last week. I guess they did a great job, they got a raise, and you know, we'll eventually try to get this the minimum wage. I think that'll be a huge milestone, and I know I say that every single Sunday, but guys, this will be such an awesome thing when we do achieve it. But anyways, this is actually all I have for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe with the notification, help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark. Definitely appreciate it. As well, if you wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up on the video. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know by dropping a hashtag SCHD, guys, because they are going to go ex-dividend date. Let me know again if you are interested on buying more SCHD. Will you be buying it before the ex-dividend date? And let me know your strategy. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.